Smartport gives you the ability to assign a list of commands to multiple ports. This list may be built in or created by the administrator. To do that, Smartport uses its assistant, Auto Smartport. Auto Smartport will recognize the type of connected device and will assign the corresponding list of commands to this port. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll demonstrate how to implement Voice VLAN with Auto Smartport on Cisco Business Switches. To configure Auto Smartport and see how it's working, log into your switch and change to Advanced Display Mode. Head over to Smartport Properties. You can see that Auto Smartport is disabled by default, as well as the following settings of Auto Smartport. For the device detection method, the Cisco Discovery Protocol, CDP, and Link Layer Discovery Protocol, LLDP, are used. The different types of devices that can be detected by Auto Smartport are shown. Go to Smartport Type Settings to see the lists of commands that are built in and can be assigned to ports based on the type of detected devices. If you click on any of these lists, called macros, you can view the actual commands included. By design, you can modify some values in these macros. Go to Interface Settings to see, per interface, what type of device has Auto Smartport discovered and assigned. Now that you've had a look around, it's time to do some configurations. To enable Auto Smartport, you have two options, Enable and Enable by Auto Voice VLAN. If you enable by Auto Voice VLAN, Auto Smartport will stay disabled until you configure and enable Auto Voice VLAN. But if you click Enable, Auto Smartport will start discovering devices and their types even without Auto Voice VLAN. You can see that when you click Enable. Select Router as the device detection method and click Apply. Now Auto Smartport will be able to recognize connected devices and assign appropriate macros. You can verify this by going to Smartport and then Interface Settings. In my network, I can see that Auto Smartport has detected a switch on port 1 and a router on port 2. To see the difference, I'll go to Smartport and then Properties. I'll select Enable by Auto Voice VLAN and click Apply. Auto Smartport will stay disabled since Auto Voice VLAN is still not enabled. I can confirm this by returning to Smartport and then Interface Settings. I see the Smartport type as default, which means that Auto Smartport is not detecting device types. Now it's time to configure the Voice VLAN and see how it cooperates with Auto Smartport. Go to VLAN Management and then VLAN Settings. Click the plus sign to add a new VLAN. I will create VLAN 2 for voice. Click Apply. Head over to Voice VLAN and then Properties. Choose a Voice VLAN ID. Voice VLAN is VLAN carrying voice traffic. Voice traffic is very sensitive to network characteristics like jitter and delay. These cause voice quality issues. That's why voice packets must be carried with priority through the network. You want to make sure that special markings in voice packet headers are assigned, which in my case, they are. The Differentiated Services Code Point, DSCP, and Class of Service, COS, values are listed, so I can click Apply. My Voice VLAN is created and assigned ID VLAN 2. Enable Auto Voice VLAN by checking the Enable Auto Voice VLAN checkbox. Leave the Auto Voice VLAN activation at Default. Click Apply again and Auto Voice VLAN is enabled. If you return to Smartport and then Interface Settings, you can confirm that Auto Smartport is enabled and assigned appropriate Smartport types for the connected devices. If you go to Smartport and then Smartport Type Settings, you can see that Voice VLAN is automatically added to some macros for an IP phone and IP phone plus desktop. That is how the Voice VLAN cooperates with Auto Smartport. If you connect a voice device like an IP phone, a Voice VLAN will be added to the port connected to this phone. On port 3, Auto Smartport has discovered an IP phone plus desktop. Navigate to VLAN Management and then Port to VLAN Membership. It shows VLAN 2 is tagged and VLAN 1 is untagged. VLAN 1 is the VLAN that must carry data traffic to the desktop connected to the phone switch port. If you want to use a different VLAN for data traffic, you must create it. Create VLAN 3 for data. Go to Smartport Type Settings, select the IP phone plus desktop macro, and click the Edit icon. In my example, I have put 3 in the field under the parameter 2 value for the native VLAN, which is an untagged VLAN for data traffic designated for the desktop. Click Apply. Return to VLAN Management and then port to VLAN Membership. VLAN 3 is now showing untagged. That is how a Voice VLAN interacts with the Auto Smartport feature on Cisco Business Switches. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.